And she's here. She's live right here on GMA.
She knows how to celebrate, too.
Yes, she does.
She was just upstairs. There she is.
She's such a good
There's a German Shepherd, the second most popular breed after the Lab. Yeah, she's gorgeous. Also right now, the White House is facing that bombshell New York Times report alleging members of the Trump campaign contacted Russian intelligence officials leading up to the election. Sources tell ABC News that U.S. officials became concerned before the election and started to investigate. This coming just one day, as you know, after Michael Flynn resigned as National Security Advisor because of those phone calls with the Russian ambassador before Trump took office. And this morning, the president has a very busy day ahead. He'll hold meetings with Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah, press conference of the Prime Minister today. We're going to begin now with the latest flying mishap for Harrison Ford. He's being investigated by the FAA for landing his plane uncomfortably close to an American Airlines jet packed with passengers. ABC's David Curley is on the scene at John Wayne Airport in California. Good morning, David.
Morning, George. It is dark and foggy today, but on Monday at noon, it was a sunny Southern California day as Harrison Ford was on final approach to this airport and talking to controllers. These pictures taken the morning that sources tell ABC News Harrison Ford was in a close call. The pilot of the single-engine plane acknowledging instructions to land on runway 20 left at John Wayne Airport. But his single-engine plane was heading to the parallel taxiway instead, where an American Airlines 737 with more than 100 passengers on board was waiting to cross the runway to take off. Ford reportedly passed right over the top of the jetliner, asking controllers whether that jet was supposed to be below him. He landed safely, but landing on a taxiway is a safety violation. The FAA launched an investigation. It was not the actor's first flying incident.
53178, engine failure, immediate return.
2 years ago, Ford suffered an engine failure just seconds after taking off from Santa Monica Airport.
He's landing on the course.
Crash landing that historic World War II-era plane on a golf course. Bystanders and paramedics rushing to his rescue. A few months later, he told Amy Robach he had recovered fully.
How are you feeling?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Yeah?
Thank you. I'm back playing tennis, riding my bikes, and having a good time.
But while he played as spaceship captain Han Solo,
Kid, I've flown from one side of this galaxy to the other.
and flew a plane as Indiana Jones,
I didn't know you could fly a plane. Why, yes. Land, go.
Ford has said flying gives him an identity other than Harrison Ford, the actor,
Get off my plane.
as he told our Barbara Walters.
I love the freedom of flight. I love the places you go. I love seeing the world from an airplane. I'm in love with flying.
Now, the NTSB is gathering information as well, but the FAA is investigating. That could end with no action, a letter of reprimand, or the possible revocation of his license. Guys?
Wow, you think they're going to go that far, David?
It's hard to say. I mean, it is a serious incident. This is a bigger airport, and he did fly right over a commercial jetliner. In fact, the American Airlines pilots saw him going overhead. It's really unclear where the FAA will land. They're going to be interviewing both Harrison Ford, the controllers, everybody involved.
Okay, David, thanks very much. Let's talk to our aviation analyst, Stephen Gagnon, about all this right now. Steve, thanks for joining us again this morning. So Ford was known as a pretty strong pilot after pulling off that crash landing in 2015. What do you think happened here?
He was a strong pilot then, George. He's a strong pilot now. He made a mistake, like every pilot will or has in the past, me included. If you saw the graphic there, you saw that you have two parallel runways, and then you have the inboard taxiway, and he, for some reason, was convinced that he was lined up with the left runway when he was in fact lined up with the taxiway. Sometimes in these high workload environments, when you're landing and John Wayne's a busy airport, you can get tricked into, your brain can help you make mistakes. We see it often. Airplanes land on the wrong runway. They land on taxiways. Remember, a couple of years ago, we saw that 747 that landed at the wrong airport. So I'm going to go out a bit and be contrary and say that Harrison made a mistake here. He saw that American jet. Were those people in any danger? No.
So they were not in any danger. So it's this idea that maybe he should face some kind of there are no age restrictions on private pilots. He's 74 years old. For commercial pilots, it's 65.
Yeah, no age restrictions. You just have to meet your FAA physical that you go through every year. But I don't think we're at the age with Harrison that we need to have a discussion about taking away the keys.
And you don't think he should get a big penalty?
I don't. I think the only penalty that's going to occur here is the embarrassment that he's going to suffer from the ribbing he's going to take from his buddies at the flying hangar.
Okay, Steve Gaynor, thanks very much.
Because pilots, they're known to do that, perhaps. Coming up in just 2 minutes, a groundbreaking case. A Dairy Queen manager now charged with the death of one of her employees. Is this a case of workplace bullying going too far? Come on back.
Staycation? No way. I need a real vacation. One measly week to bury my work phone in the sand while sipping some crazy concoction. Is that too much to ask?
Hey, we hear you. That's why we created AARP Travel. You'll get inspired by all of the tips and tools you need to easily plan a simple getaway or even the trip of a lifetime. So pack your bags and bury your phone. If you don't think this is right for me when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Get to know us at aarp.org/possibilities.
Hot flashes, moodiness, my weight. It's like the invasion of the body snatchers, except it's my body. Who do I have to know to get it back?
Boney Estroven's variety of formulas help safely relieve all your symptoms. Safe, trusted Estroven.
Come on, Duck! You can do it, Duck. Hurry up, Duck!
You can do it, Doc.
IAMS helps keep your dog healthy at every stage, so you can always look forward to what's next.
Get to JCPenney's President's Day home sale. Save up to 50% on everything for your home, like plush bath towels, sheet sets, blenders, and more. Plus, take an extra 20% off with your JCPenney credit card and coupon. Sale ends Monday. That's getting your pennies worth.
Bakery-inspired cinnamon roll French toast is back at IHOP, along with our new red velvet French toast and sticky bun waffles. The only way it could get any more delicious is when it's from someone else's plate. Try it as a combo and eat up every moment.
I've met the man I want to spend my life with.
Based on the true story.
In Africa, I am a king. Come with me.
If you choose to marry the leader of an African nation, you will be responsible for the downfall of the British Empire in Africa.
Their love defied an empire.
Who will accept you as if it were your right to be our queen?
And inspired the world.
I am ready to serve you because I love my people. I love this land, but I love my wife.
A United Kingdom, rated PG-13.
We're back now with that groundbreaking bullying case. A Missouri Dairy Queen manager charged with the death of one of her employees after he took his own life. ABC's Mara Schiavocampo is here with much more on this. A lot of people are watching this, Mara.
Yeah, it's a very important case, Robin. That manager facing 4 years in prison if convicted. She was charged after the coroner called for an investigation. Witnesses testifying that she bullied the victim for months, leading him to suicide. Just days before Christmas, 17-year-old Kenny Sutner took his own life. Now, this morning, his former boss is facing what's believed to be unprecedented manslaughter charges over his suicide. Prosecutors accusing her of essentially bullying him to death.
Each witness was able to testify to different and specific instances in which they had knowledge of Kenny being bullied.
Sutner worked at this Fayette, Missouri Dairy Queen, where prosecutors say his 21-year-old supervisor, Harley Branham, subjected him to constant harassment. His friends saying the teen was also bullied for years at his high school. All of the humiliation, they say, finally driving him to suicide. After his death, the coroner making the rare move to call an official inquest, a public hearing with a 6-person jury to determine whether criminal charges should be filed.
Proving that someone else led a person up to that act. Most of the time you see that there's direct evidence, and that does make this very different.
Several coworkers testified that Sutner was a target because of his weight and a speech impediment, alleging Branham constantly ridiculed him, once reportedly forcing him to lie flat on his stomach and clean the floor by hand. The coroner's jury taking just an hour to conclude Branham was the principal in the cause of death. A prosecutor charging her with second-degree involuntary manslaughter, claiming Branham acted with criminal negligence by harassing Kenneth Sutner. Branham, making her first court appearance Tuesday, denies bullying Sutner. Testifying during the inquest, there's a lot of people at Dairy Queen saying I was the reason, but I don't understand why it would be that way.
We look forward to the opportunity to present additional evidence and reviewing the evidence that the state
intends to present in court.
Suttner's family issuing this statement Tuesday, saying it's long overdue that the issue of bullying be brought to light.
This has given them a peace that Kenny's voice has been heard.
Now, in response to that inquest, the school district says they were not permitted to fairly defend themselves at the hearing. As for the Dairy Queen's role in this case, in a statement to ABC News, they noted that location is an independently owned and operated franchise. Robin?
Mara, thank you. Our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams, joins us now. The charge, second-degree involuntary manslaughter. Does that include bullying?
Well, look, typically these are the kinds of cases that end up in civil court, not criminal court. And what they're saying here is that she caused the death. That's going to be the legal question, negligently causing the death. The defense, of course, is going to say, wait a sec, there were all these other people who were bullying him, and you're pointing the finger at her saying she caused him to commit suicide. That's going to be the challenge. That's why this could be a precedent-setting case.
So how do you go about prosecuting a case like this?
You talk about how awful it was for this kid. You talk about what they did in this coroner's inquest, meaning they want to get the jury so angry at this person to say, this isn't normal. This isn't typical bullying. This isn't the sort of thing you hear about. This was so bad, it was so different, that it led him to take his own life. And you know what? Someone like her should have known it could lead to something like this.
There are a lot of people that are watching this case.
A lot of, because this, you want to talk about sending a message about bullying. Using the criminal courts to send a message like this. You can talk about administrative, you can talk about new rules in schools. When you're talking about charging someone with second-degree involuntary manslaughter, you are sending the ultimate message. It does not mean this is going to be an easy case to win.
But people are taking notice.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, thank you very much. Michael.
All right, thank you, Robin. And coming up in 2 minutes, rumor has it, the new Westminster champ, Rumor, the German Shepherd, is here live.
For millions of baby boomers, there's a serious virus out there that's been almost forgotten. It's hepatitis C. 1 in 30 boomers has hep C, yet most don't even know it, because it can hide in your body for years without symptoms, and it's not tested for in routine blood work. The CDC recommends all baby boomers get tested. If you have hep C, it can be cured. For us, it's time to get tested. Ask your healthcare provider for the simple blood test. It's the only way to know for sure.
Good is in every Blue Diamond almond. And once good gets going, there's no stopping it. Blue Diamond almonds, get your good going.
Since I started Weight Watchers, I've lost over 40 pounds. I've eaten everything I love. Tacos, pasta. I've never felt deprived.
In the first 2 months, members have lost 15% more weight than on our prior program. Join for free, plus you can get paid to lose weight. Hurry, offer ends March 1st.
Son, Chocolate Thunder is all yours. Oh. And with those tires, she'll be with you a long time.
A long time.
Goodyear Viva 3 all-season tires. 60,000-mile treadwear warranty. Starting at $53. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Bodhi set off to find the music. Ready? But when danger strikes, he's the only one who can save Snow Mountain.
Wolves! Boo! They're gonna eat the village!
Put your seatbelt on, Skies! Rock Dog. Rated PG. February 24th.
Check this out. I found a way to keep my family from the King's Hawaiian.
Whoa.
Check this out. Whoa.
King's Hawaiian Foods.
We're back now with Westminster's new top dog, Rumor, the German Shepherd, taking home the coveted Best in Show title overnight. We're going to meet her in just a minute. But first, my man, TJ Holmes, you have the highlights.
Yeah, these dogs are the best in the world. They compete and they train all year for this stuff, right? And they want the title. But the dog that ended up winning, you know what it was doing just a month ago? It was chilling as somebody's house pet. Came out of retirement and proved she still got it.
The Super Bowl for our four-legged friends.
Very tough group. There are a lot of great dogs.
The Westminster Dog Show. 2,800 dogs, 190 breeds from 49 states and 16 foreign countries competing for the title of Top Dog.
The Best in Show
at the 141st Annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, the German Shepherd Dog.
Rumor wins Best in Show.
And this year, it's Rumor, the German Shepherd.
This is the second dog from the herding group to win Best in Show.
The 5-year-old from Wisconsin with the comeback win.
The winner of the herding group.
Rumor was a favorite at last year's competition, but came up short, falling to CJ, the German short-haired pointer. But this morning, Rumor is your Best in Show. Her owner says her future might be filled with puppies. The 141-year-old showcase brings dogs big and little to Madison Square Garden. The fierce and fluffy competition can be rough for some of the pups. This St. Bernard just needed to catch a nap. But the dogs could easily shake it off and hit the floor, but some needed a nice belly pat. Backstage, the finalists get first-class treatment.
Phrase fits here, big dog in a small package.
From the cute and compact to the big and tough. But there could only be one Best in Show. And this morning, Rumor is the newest member of Pooch royalty.
Now, that's an absolute true story.
Yeah.
Rumor retired after coming runner-up last year. Retired. The family, the dog was still in shape. You say, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Came out of retirement just last month and did a few shows. Here she is now.
Kind of like Michael Jordan of dogs.
Jordan can't even do that.
Jordan did not in a month, but it was an amazing story, though, TJ. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's meet this year's Westminster champ, Rumor, and her breeder, handler, and owner, Kit Boyle. Kit, congratulations.
Thank you, John.
And we're joined by your family as well, your wife and your beautiful kids, and also Gail Miller-Beischer from Westminster Dog Show. And congratulations! And last year, Rumor was favorite for Best in Show last year. Oh, I thought it was for me. I was about to jump at it. But Rumor was favorite last year for Best in Show and lost to CJ, who was a short-haired pointer. But how does it feel to win it all this time?
Oh, it was awesome. Awesome experience.
Yeah, good. And so, and as a family, you are all, I'm very supportive of this. So how is it for you to watch your pet off the couch? It's very exciting? You enjoy it?
Yeah, it's really fun to see her run around and get Best in Show.
Yeah, and sir, you were talking about like Michael Jordan coming out of retirement, but this dog you all were telling me stayed in shape. He's kind of show ready. It's not like you had to do a whole lot necessarily, right?
No, she loves to perform, and I went with us all last year too. So.
And how rare is it? Remember, you were saying German Shepherds. We don't see the Shepherds win this competition.
We haven't had a herding dog win a herding dog win Best in Show since 1987. Wow. So it was really time, I felt, that a herding dog came out and did it, and Rumor did it. She took it all last.
And she had a little more. And she had a little more competition, Gail. Because there were 3 new breeds. There was a American Hairless Terrier, a Pumi, and a Slugie. Slugie. Well, mine's a Slugie, okay? And why were they chosen to compete this year?
These were newly eligible breeds because the American Kennel Club recognized them in 2016. So this was historic for those dogs. It was the first time that they had a representative at the Madison Square Garden showing at Westminster.
And you all explained as well, we've been playing the song all morning, and we know Adele had a big week, and she's winning some more. Why the name came about in the first place? Because the full name is what? You were telling me the full name is?
Lockenhaus's Rumor Has It V. Kenlin.
Okay, that's what we just call it, Rumor. Sure. Exactly. But why the name? Why did you all pick that name?
Well, actually, the kids picked it. We decided to name the litter all with R's, so the brothers and sisters were R litters, and the kids came up with the Rumor Has It.
Adele fans.
Yep, exactly.
Hey, well done. Well done. It worked out. Because there's no rumor that Rumor is now the champion of the Westminster Dog Show. That's right. And you know what? Congratulations, you can. I'm glad you stayed in shape. Rumor's always in shape. You need to stay in shape, too. It's a tough competition. Thank you, Gail, and the family. Thank you very much. Coming up, everybody, Ginger has the latest on the race to secure that California dam as another storm moves in today. And we also have an important health alert: the best and worst places to carry body fat. Dr. Besser is here to talk about that. And one more thing, the one and only Rick Astley is here performing live. Don't want to miss that.
Coming up, GMA's concert series is presented by Belvita Breakfast Biscuits, the delicious way to fuel your morning.
How does a champion stand out in a crowd, turn heads, win hearts? How does a champion rise above and break through to victory? Congratulations to all the champions who competed at the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, including the 6 Purina Pro Plan fed champions who broke through and won their group competitions. Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs.
Don't pay hundreds more for taxes and fees on your wireless bill. Introducing T-Mobile One. Now with taxes and fees included. Get 4 lines of unlimited LTE data for $40 each. All unlimited, all in. Switch to T-Mobile today.
Did you know 2 areas of your brain can make it hard to lose weight? Contrave is an FDA-approved weight loss medicine that may help adults who are overweight or struggle with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Contrave is believed to work on 2 areas of the brain, your hunger center.
I'm so hungry.
To reduce hunger and your reward system.
Ice cream. French fries.
To help control cravings. Across 3 long-term studies, Contrave patients lost approximately 2 to 4 times more weight than with diet and exercise alone. Contrave is not for everyone. One ingredient in Contrave may increase suicidal thoughts or actions in some children, teens, and young adults within the first few months. Other serious side effects include seizures, increase in blood pressure or heart rate, liver damage, manic episodes, glaucoma, and allergic reactions. Do not take with opioids. Reduce hunger, help control cravings. Contrave, the #1 prescribed weight loss brand. Go to Contrave.com.
Mom would always say you go to Burlington when you need a new coat. I love the jewelry. They have everything for the baby. Dresses,
shoes and socks,
sweaters, great fragrances.
All the name brands at a fraction of the cost.
It's Burlington Coat Factory.
It's just Burlington.
Oh, Burlington.
Oh, oh, I do believe that something good is happening. Yeah, I do believe.
Rethink the power of the oat. Quaker, we are the good we make.
The letter showed up in my mailbox with no tracks in the snow.
There were no tracks.
Somebody put it there. Come on, Mac. Got the fire going inside if you want to warm up. We're so happy you accepted our invitation. Who got you?
On March 3rd.
Why did you bring me here?
He's still having a hard time believing this is real.
You're invited to the movie event.
It's time to let go. This is your flying lesson.
The Shack, rated PG-13, in theaters March 3rd.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, sweetie. How was your first week?
It's long.
It'll get better. I'm at the Edward Jones office, like Sue suggested.
Thanks for doing this, Dad.
So I thought it might be time to talk about a financial strategy.
You mean pay him back?
Knowing your future is about more than just you.
So let's start talking about your long-term goals.
Multiplied by 14,000 financial advisors, it's a big deal. And it's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
And back here on GMA, evacuation notices have been lifted for the Oroville Dam. That's the good news, but there is a lot of water coming your way, especially after midnight as things get going here. You can see that active Pacific jet stream. The storms lined up in the Pacific. It's going to be day after day. And really, again, after midnight through tomorrow morning in Northern California. And then check this out. By Friday, look at 3 p.m., so noon, LA, Santa Barbara, heavy rains coming through. You know that's going to be an issue in any of those burn scar areas. Some of the rainfall totals by the end of the week, start of the weekend, end up like this. Your local news and weather is coming up next.
PenFed's got great rates for Bowling Green and great rates for Abilene. PenFed's got great rates for everyone. Great rates every night and day for every town and city in the USA. PenFed's got great rates for everyone.
This President's Day, don't settle for anything less than a new Honda. Honda was named America's 2016 Best Value Brand by KBB.com. Get more savings with the best-selling compact car in America, the Honda Civic. Now $179 a month. Don't settle for anything less than 0-9 financing up to 60 months on the best-selling car in America, the Honda Accord. Or save with great deals on all remaining 2016 CRVs. Don't settle for any sale this President's Day. Get to your local Honda dealer and save on America's Best Value Brand.
At PenFed Credit Union, we believe we all deserve to do better with our money. So we have great auto loan rates on new and used vehicles in every town in the USA.
PenFed's got great rates for everyone.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. I got everything. I got everything.
And
Good Morning America. A lot of news to get to this morning.
Good Morning America is brought to you by Edward Jones, where attention and sound advice is a big deal.
The most ruthless killer in history has escaped into the future.
You mean Jack the Ripper?
Yes, he will kill again. This world is a messy place.
Time after time, Sunday, March 5th, ABC. Hail to the return of Designated Survivor, March 8th on ABC.
From ABC 7 News, this is a Good Morning Washington update.
Good morning, Washington. I'm Melanie Hastings. Here's a check of your top stories. Today, President Trump meets with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the White House. On the agenda, the Palestinian conflict, Iran and Syria, and front and center, Israel's security. And the National Zoo is getting ready to say goodbye to Bao Bao. The giant panda cub is heading to China on February 21st. It is all part of the agreement that requires cubs born here to return to China before they turn 4. Her farewell celebrations at the zoo start tomorrow, and Good Morning Washington will be there, so be sure to tune in. We've got some cool weather for your Wednesday. Here's Molly Cochran.
Hey, thanks, Mel. Yeah, we're tracking a few showers left over south of D.C., but here's our next cold front on our map. That's going to be responsible for making us quite windy in through the later half of today. Some of those wind gusts in the mid-20s to low 30s before today's end. And not only that, but it's going to make us feel even colder for tomorrow. As we head into the upcoming weekend, expecting a big warm-up with temperatures back in the 60s. Now with a check on traffic, here's Angela.
Molly, for your Wednesday morning commute, we continue to follow the Beltway collision that tied us up in Silver Spring. As we head to the map, you'll see a lot of green, but a lot of red also. On the north side of the Beltway outer loop, 395 northbound, stalled car at Duke Street, tying us up there. Heading outside to our traffic land cameras, a live look at Interstate 66, clearing a crash in the Gainesville area, but eastbound delays continue all the way to the Beltway. Inside the Beltway on 50, John Hanson Highway, you'll see the collision as you get closer to 201 Kenilworth Avenue, jammed from the Capitol Beltway. Melanie, back to you.
Angela, thank you. One of the founding members of the Supremes is in town, and she's going to be joining us live in studio over on News Channel 8 coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, so be sure to tune in for that. We'll see you back here in 30 minutes for another update. Now, back to Good Morning America.
World-renowned experts, a national reputation for excellence. MedStar Washington Hospital Center, where the extraordinary happens every day. Learn more at medstarwashington.org.
I want to drive a new Jeep so bad.
I told Susan that Koons is the region's #1 selling Jeep dealer. It's pretty awesome.
More like Jeep heaven.
Plus, don't miss Koons Ram Truck Month in Tyson's Corner.
At Overstock Furniture, we're celebrating President's Day with our lowest prices of the year. Get this queen-size platform storage bed with drawers on all sides and a bookcase headboard for just $649. This large-scale sofa with reversible cushions and 4 accent pillows now $499. Save up to 70% in every department. Finance up to 5 years with no interest or use our no credit needed options and free delivery. Hurry in today and save more during the President's Day sale at an Overstock Furniture store near you.
Koons.com. Koons.com.
Wow, this President's Day